here inside historic Soldier Field. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The drive starts with a run by White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. White running to the left. And some space here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, 67 yards.
And the Bucs are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They tried to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the line. For an already an excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Ingram will take it in. Touchdown, Bears.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Give him 8, maybe 9, but they're still left with a 3rd and long upcoming. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. White, he'll try the left side. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
To throw, Huntley.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
19 Tiger.
Huntley to throw.
It's grabbed over the middle by White.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Check contact.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Here's White.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, This is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Check match, check match.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Here's Huntley.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
97 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Fields.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
Fields throwing again.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. Touchdown, Bears! Jelani Woods from 3 yards out, and the Bears are back within a couple of the lead.
Excellent execution by all involved, and the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
They start the drive with White. They fight forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Back to throw. Huntley. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Looking to throw. Huntley. And that will be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Hardman to return. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. On play action, Fields. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Fields. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Extra point attempt here still to come. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the give, it's White.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13.
And churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. First down, here's White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw on 2nd down, Huntley. This will be caught at about the 6. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Huntley.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Play action. It's Fields. And complete to Drake London.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Montgomery on the counter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Now Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Off play action, Fields.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. But Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays. And you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
And he's got room. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rashad White,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 30, Bears 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
181 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Bucs continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw.
He's got it to Ingram, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Fields on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's...
Ingram churning. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They keep it on the ground. White again.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. They go with White on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll go up the middle with White. 209 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. White looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
White will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Opting to run again here with White. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They run straight ahead here with White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. White running to the left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. This is White, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Nicole Hardman, 81 yards. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Fields trying to throw for it.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs.